It is Saturday, August 13th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling a Shot.
We are back with our three best picks of the day. We got our favorite game pick, player prop, no one first inning, and our hit streak parlay coming your guys' way.
As always, guys, just do us a real quick favor. Go down and hit that subscribe button. It takes 0.5 seconds out of your day. Really brings a smile to Austin and I's face.
And we're hopping into a recap from yesterday. It was a 3-0 sweep 2 days ago. Yesterday, we had to give back a little bit of money, but we did get to go to sleep on a NRFI Nation cash. Mets do not clutch up in the first five. It does end up being a tie game. And the Rays got no hit through 5 innings. They could have just gotten us one run. We might have had a chance, but they said, no, we're good. So whatever. It was a 1-2 day. We're going to get bounce back, at least a profitable day coming your guys' way today. And as always, it's a weekend, so we're doing an Underdog Fantasy parlay. We're brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. If you sign up for Underdog using code COS or the link down below in the description, you get a 100% deposit match up to $100. It's free money. You deposit $10, you get $10 back. So you're starting with 20. Deposit 100, you get $200. So look, take advantage of it. We're going to have our Underdog Fantasy parlay linked in the pinned comment as they release lines a little bit later on this morning. If you want to tail, sign up for Underdog using code COS or the link in the description. Logan, let's get into it. It's Saturday. Let's start. We're going to have a good day.
Yeah, of course we are. We're gonna go back to a matchup that we picked a couple days ago, right in the Field of Dreams. We're going to the Reds versus Cubs game, and I'm taking the over 9 runs, minus 120 odds on BetMGM's currently your best value there. And I mean, look, it's back to where what we were profitable on. But last time we were profitable on the under. I'm doing some line reading on this one, and I always like to see do any totals stand out to me. Well, the total set once again high for two teams struggling to score in the cornfield, right? They couldn't hit any dingers. Everyone made those dinger SGPs. I home runs galore in the cornfield. Yeah, not a single one, right? And these two teams really struggled, runners in scoring position, right? Cincinnati 1 for 12 runners in scoring position. The Cubs 3 for 16 runners in scoring position. These two teams had a lot of chances to score to screw our over or under bet. And they didn't. We got a little bit lucky there. I'm man enough to admit we were lucky on that bet because they really should have hit that over in the total, right? And now they're playing in Cincinnati, not in the cornfield anymore. Cincinnati, very hitter-friendly park. Graham Ashcraft has allowed a home run in 3 out of 4 of his last starts. Samson, 2 home runs allowed in his most recent start. These are two pitchers that will make mistake pitches. And I'm hoping each of these two teams can knock them out of the park, right? Now, let's start for Samson, right? 4.3 road ERA and a 1.09 whip on the road and only 3 road starts. So small sample size there. Nothing extremely ballooning, ERA. But, what I do kind of want to notice is the total has went under in 7 out of 8 Samson starts. They're so due for the over. Like it's pulling stats like that just make people go under, and they know what they saw in the cornfield, and then this goes over, and they're just like, huh? Like so. At the end of the day, Cincinnati is 6th in runs scored at home, 11th in home runs at home. They play well at home, and I'm hoping they are able to actually get some hits and runs up on Samson. That's what I actually do expect them to do today. Now, who's on the mound for Cincinnati? Graham Ashcraft, right? 2 1/3 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 3.86 whip versus the Cubs back in his June matchup. Oh, those numbers, man, those are not good at one bit. I would love for a repeat performance from that for Mr. Ashcraft, right? Now, Ashcraft has dialed it back in a little bit, 3.46 home ERA, but a 1.3 whip at home. He's an erratic pitcher sometimes. Ashcraft sometimes goes out on the mound and isn't able to find the strike zone. He will put on free base runners. Can the Cubs knock him in? I'm sure hoping so. The Cubs also 15th in batting average in August. Can they convert those base runners into runs? Something they weren't able to do in the Field of Dreams game consistently, but they had them. They had plenty of base runners. I had to sweat the whole dang game because they had the base runners. But I'm hoping, that they can finally knock them home. And also, I do want to talk about late game. Chicago Cubs, 21st in bullpen ERA. Cincinnati, dead last, 30th in bullpen ERA. There will be run opportunities late. As somebody, you don't want to have an under when these two bullpens come in. You just don't, because you're like, why does this guy have like a 6 ERA? And they're just throwing him out there. So there are a lot of run opportunities late. I think this game does go over that total. I don't think we see a repeat performance of the Field of Dreams game. They set it high for a reason. That's kind of what I'm banking on in this one. Now, let's talk about quickly Logan's line read segment, something that hit yesterday. Of course, the fish hit. When we don't make it an official play, it hits. But Logan's line read, Pirates +1.5 versus the Giants. This is a bullpen game for Pittsburgh. as their starting Beatty and Logan Webb. The Giants' ace is on the mound. And the run line isn't too juiced towards San Fran, which is always something I look at, right? It's roughly even value. It's maybe shifting more towards San Francisco as the day goes on. But the public is so heavy on that play. Pirates plus 1.5 is Logan's line read of the day. And of course it's going to cash because it's not an official record tracking pick. But no, I really do like it for a pick in that one. But Austin, what we got for the day?
Yeah, let's hop into our hit streak parlay, which I don't think has gone past day one in a hot minute, but we're going to get past it today with Jose Altuve and Aaron Judge, minus 126, both to record a hit. We need it, boys. Go get it done, Aaron and Jose. Now, my official pick, and there's a couple different ways you can spin this one. I'm going to go Yu Darvish to record a win of the Padres, minus 125 on Caesars. Now, I know some people don't have this certain book. If you're on like a PrizePicks or maybe an Underdog, I'm certainly fine with taking maybe Yu Darvish's K prop. I think he has a good chance of hitting the Ks, although Nationals are a hard team to strike out. Or I do look at his fantasy score if you want to take that. I know a lot of people have fantasy score on PrizePicks. I think Darvish gets that. Also, if you're on a regular book, the best pivot, probably the Padres double result for them to lead after 5 innings and win the full game, because that's basically what we're going to need out of the Padres today. Now, obviously, we're talking about Darvish. Started 21 games. He's won 10 of them, lost 5 of them, 3.28 ERA, 0.99 whip. You always love to see a guy under a 1 whip. That's absolutely remarkable, and we would love to see that continue today. Now, Darvish has won 3 of his last 5 starts, 6 of his last 10, so he's shown the ability to win. Obviously, he's won 10 of 21 starts. Now, facing Anibal Sanchez. Let's be honest. It's probably why we're here, because this guy absolutely sold when we took him against the Cubs, and he did not get it done. And this is a guy 0-5, 7.56 ERA, 5.6, or that's not 1.56 whip. Not all too good stats. Sanchez allowed 3+ earned runs in all 5 starts. He's lost all 5 starts as well. So Darvish is the guy going up against him. And we should see Darvish. You look at his outs prop, sitting around 19.5, 20.5. So should go 6+ innings, might even go 7+ innings. And that means Sanchez probably isn't going that far into the game. So we're going to see that Nationals bullpen come in. And we know that bullpen is not all too good. Terrible. It's been absolutely brutal. Their pitching staff has not been giving them the chance to win. You look at 10 of the last 14 starting pitchers versus the Nationals have recorded a win. So hopefully that becomes 11 of 15. Darvish has had some rough starts on the road. If you look at his ERA on the road versus at home, it's like 2.1 at home and like 3.6 or like closer to 4 on the road. Yes, he's had some rough road starts, a lot of those coming against the Dodgers. He had a rough one against the Giants in the opening game of the year when he had, I believe, 9 earned runs and only 1 2/3 innings pitched. But I think this is the Nationals team. He should be able to hold down them. Their over-under for team total runs is like 3. The Padres is 5.5. The Padres bats have quietly been turning it on as of late. And, you got the Juan Soto revenge game, Josh Bell revenge game. I think they can get it done. Mr. Yu Darvish, I'm counting on you today, Mr. Minus 125 Caesars. We're counting on it. Let's record a win. But Logan, you know what time it is, baby. It's NRFI Nation time. We've cashed 2 in a row. Yesterday's was pretty much a no sweat bet. Can we do it again today? I say no. We never can get a no sweat bet, but we can still get a casher for the people on this fine Saturday. And we are going to be going to the Tigers versus White Sox game, taking the no-run first inning minus 110 on BetMGM. Now, Giolito on the mound, 14-6 on no-run first innings this year. I'm going to ask you, Mr. Lucas, I don't need a turkey. You don't need to throw one right down the middle of the plate. Just throw it in the dirt. The Tigers will swing at it. I'm at you, Javier Baez. And you look at Detroit, 28th in first inning runs. Not a great offense. Haven't scored a first inning run in 6 straight games. So, Giolito, asking you for 3 runs. Who's on the mound for the Tigers today, Logan?
Yeah, it's Manning, and I think Manning can get it. He's smaller sample size for him, right? 3-1 on NRFIs this year. White Sox, though, this offense has not been, reaching its full potential. They're 25th in first inning runs, something a little bit shocking to me, right? And also shocking, White Sox haven't scored a first inning run in 9 straight. So you got 2 of these teams on the NRFI drought, as we like to call. I mean, you have to sort of take it. The over-under set to 8, right? Which I think is high for these 2 teams anyway. But it's the range we normally like to pick these in. All we're asking for is 3 outs from each of these pitchers. They're not aces. But at this time of year, you can't just pick the NRFI and ace in games that aces start because, hey, look what happened to Max Scherzer, right? Like, I mean, the 1 run of the game that he gave up, and that was in regular 9 innings. It's in the first inning. It happens. I'm just saying. But I think Giolito and Manning can get it done. Let's hide those flags again.
Yeah, let's go for 3 straight NRFIs in a row. Hopefully we can hit that. And then, of course, normally we do our parlay of the day right around now, but those are our 3 plays of the day. We'll have the Underdog Parlay in the pinned comment. Go check it out. tail us if you want on Underdog. Use code COS to sign up. You'll see that in the pinned comment. Appreciate you guys as always for tuning in. Have a great Saturday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys same time, same place, Sunday morning, hopefully with the brooms out. We'll see you guys then.